Our next speaker could not be here today as she is filling in for another during vacation time. Pam Lewis. She's a nurse from Erie County, Pennsylvania, and the mother of twins, a son and a daughter, who are now 16 years old. Her parental access was stripped 2 years ago by a judge who took her children behind closed chamber doors. Those children had been coached to state false allegations against their own mother. Our uneducated family court system failed to acknowledge the long-term effects that these actions have on families. She possesses no criminal record, nor did she have any prior involvement with children and youth, CPS, rehab, OCY. I don't know why there's a different bunch of names throughout the state of Pennsylvania. She simply wanted a divorce. She thought family court was there to help families and not destroy them. She continually lives with this heartache and loss of her children on a daily basis. She requested of me to share her letter, her personal writing, with this audience. And I can tell you when she first handed it to me, I couldn't get through the first 2 paragraphs, and I'm probably going to have a hard time, but let's go. This is for you, Pam. I wonder if those who never lost a child to the system or to an alienator know how one who has feels this loss. You don't simply lose them in one moment. You don't just wake up one day and expect that they're gone for good. You don't hug them one more minute and not live your life divided by that instant as a before and after picture. You lose them every day, again and again. You lose them in big ways and then in trickling, drawn-out, torturous ways. You lose Monday through Saturdays, then you lose their Christmases and birthdays and every holiday, and even through personal changes as they grow and separate from whom they once were the last time you saw them. There comes a day when you lose them by the clothes that they wore, because you know that even if they come back, those clothes are never going to fit them again. I find myself still buying clothes, not knowing what size they are, and sending in some in the mail, not knowing. It's just like my story, so I'm going to read it.
I'm not sure where. There comes a day when you lose them by the clothes they wore, because you know that even if they come back, nothing will ever fit again. I find myself still buying clothes, not knowing what size they wear, and sending some in the mail, not knowing if they even get them. Some items remain in the closet, not sure if they will ever see them or try them on. Some people don't understand why I can't stop buying things. In a way, it makes me feel like I'm still part of their lives. Something a mom did, always did, and made sure they had what they needed. There's a day when their snacks go bad in the cupboard or fridge and you have to throw them out. Knowing you shouldn't be replacing them yet, you still find yourself buying them when you go to the store. There's a day when you are going through your phone and you see that there hasn't been a new close-up photo of them in far longer than you could admit, even to yourself. You are desperate, looking for any kind of picture on social media to see how they look and wonder what they are doing now. There's a day when you get a statement in the mail from your insurance company about a claim for your child. You look to see what the doctor's name is, not knowing why they went there or if they're okay. You are still providing and caring for them financially, but no one can be bothered to let you know about them seeking any kind of treatment. When you see an envelope, you panic, hoping they didn't go to the ER or have surgery that you were not even made aware of. There are many days that you are frustrated with the court system that doesn't enforce co-parenting, and that you as a parent has the right to know what's going on with your child and be a part of their lives. You are drained financially trying to fight for your children. Some parents lose everything around them and feel the system has failed them. You were told by your family and friends that you can't change a broken system and have to let it go and move on. There's a day when school starts and you weren't there. Another when report cards come out and you don't know how they did and you can't call the school because you're blocked on their phones. You miss out on school activities because you weren't told about anything. It's like you never existed in their lives. You try to attend events, what you can find online, and get blurry pictures from afar and hope you get a glimpse of them close up to see how they have grown. You order a yearbook to see what groups or activities they are in and perhaps see extra photos with them with their friends. The thought of them graduating without you there, and you want to show them and tell them how proud you are of them. Your fear won't be able to get you to graduation to hear over the loudspeaker what college they are going to or what they want to do when they finish high school. There's a day when they get haircuts, wisdom teeth out, attend school dances, have dates, get their first job, and hit milestones you'll never get to see or get back. And there's a day when you haven't lost a child, you've lost their childhood altogether. You spend each day losing their scent in old clothes, seeing their fingerprints on glasses, their voice in your head, their smile, their laugh. Little by little, you lose it. You get choked up at whole families in the grocery store, seeing things on TV and feel loss in most things that otherwise wouldn't mean anything to you. It doesn't end. Some things or sounds or songs trigger memories or moments and it all comes flooding back to you. There are days when you drive by their house hoping to see them outside. You want to go and knock on the door, but fear takes a hold of you as you know if you do, the alienator will falsely accuse you of trespassing or harassing them. False accusations, threats, and manipulation are what they do best to keep you away. There are days when you have to comfort other family members who don't understand why they are being kept away from their grandchildren, or niece, or nephew, or sibling, or cousins, when they can barely get by on their own trying to comprehend what and how has happened. Some people don't understand how this can happen and think there must be something that you did to cause this. Many people don't realize that this could happen to them, or that they have already seen it happen in their lives or their friends' lives and feel there's nothing they can do to change it. Some think it's best not to talk about it and move on with your life. They will come around eventually, someday, when they get older. I know it's different for everyone, and the time supposedly heals most wounds, but that's not my experience so far. I know it's not been that long in the grand scheme of things, but at 680 days out, I cannot manage a single day without feeling their absence in my daily life, as clear and defined as the nose on my face. So again, I wonder, for those who have never lost a child to the system or to an alienator, how one who truly knows how loss feels. To my children, I hope you know how much I love you and miss you and want to be a part of your life. I will never stop loving you, and I will never give up on you. I'm always here.